Are you panicking about the solar eclipse that's happening on Monday? You've come to the right place. Let's all take a collective breath and talk about this like rational adults. Let's get after it. Hey guys, welcome back to South Texas Preparedness. So we've got an eclipse coming up, and everybody in the preparedness space seems to be talking about it like it's the next crisis that you need to worry about, as if, our plate isn't full already. I have a different school of thought, and I think that, there are some lessons to be learned from the upcoming eclipse. Let me pontificate for a second. But before I do that, make sure to subscribe, hit the thumbs up icon. It wakes up the algorithm and gives other people this message, which I think is very important, especially with the amount of doomer content that's out there. Let's try to be a little bit more reasonable and help some people out. So this eclipse has had a lot of parallels. A lot of people have drawn biblical conclusions from it. A lot of scientific things. They've drawn a lot of ties between towns named Nineveh. They've been talking about the CERN project spinning up again. I have done a little research. Some of it's true, some of it's not. But I think we need to think about this reasonably. Why do we, as American preparedness individuals, and I look at the analytics, most of y'all are Americans, why do we assume that only solar eclipses over the United States matter? Because they happen all over the world. And look, is there a possibility that something crazy is going to happen? Yes, always is. Depending on your faith, there's more so than others. That's always a possibility, and I think we always need to stay at least on some level of preparedness, of readiness, really. But what I'm mostly concerned about is the influx of people and the possibility of bad actors, considering, where I'm at. I'm not quite in the path of totality, but I know a lot of people in the city that are going to be in the path of totality. In addition, if you look at Airbnb, all along that stretch of totality from central Texas all the way up through the Plains states and up in kind of into the Ohio area, if I remember correctly, they're all booked solid. There is a massive amount of people coming into that area, that strip of land. Now, with having such a high concentration of people, a bad actor could do something, or just a crazy person. There's no way to tell the future, obviously, but that's something to consider. Is this the rapture? Spiritually, I don't believe the rapture is actually biblical. So no, for me, I don't believe that. I'm never going to dunk on someone else's religion, but to me, that's not a thing. It's not actually biblically accurate. So yeah, bad actors, I think, something could happen. And that's one of the issues, is that population density. We're talking about cities like, San Antonio is the one that comes to mind for me. I mean, it's kind of local to me ish. It's already a high population density, so now you're cramming more people into the Northwest area, the Bandera, the Kerrville, all of those regions. There's going to be a ton of people there. So we also have to keep in mind that communications are probably not going to be great. The cell phone towers, they don't have enough bandwidth, even for, the cities now. So imagine adding millions of people to that. It's communications are going to be very difficult to come by. I would recommend, if you're going to be in that path of totality or going to it, have alternate communications. Throw in a couple ham or GMRS radios. Make sure that, frequencies are linked up with whoever you're trying to communicate with. Have a plan for that. Other things for infrastructure that I'd recommend, filling up your gas tank, even if you're not going anywhere. with that influx of people, there's going to be not a run on gas by any means, but maybe a slight shortage. I don't know if the fuel companies are going to really compensate for that and add more to that area. But it should be fun. I think the only other preparation that I recommend, maybe some extra supplies, maybe a little food in your truck in case traffic is too busy, if you decide to be in that area. I lied. There's actually one other recommendation. Buy those solar glasses. You can get them one day, through Amazon Prime. Don't go staring at the sun. It does not end up well. But yeah, I think I don't know, the weather is supposed to be kind of like how it is right now, cloudy. It's really cloudy right now, actually. But have some gas, some extra water, some food, and prepare for traffic jams. If you're going to be in the path of totality, traffic jams are a thing. And yeah, I think it will be fun. We had a partial eclipse 6 or 7 months ago in the area, and I was in the path of totality for the 2017, I think it was, eclipse, and that was fun, just hanging out in my backyard. But it should be a fun experience. Praying that everything goes well, but that's all I've got. You guys have anything else that you're doing to prepare? You guys throwing a party or anything for the eclipse? Give me a comment. That's it. That's all I got. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day. Enjoy that eclipse and stay prepared. Peace.